Every man go shaker. I'm ready to explode.
Hi, I'm Eric D'Amato.
And I am big, strong man, muscleless man. I push the motherfucking till.
And welcome back to Mindbreakers.
Yeah, the show that's so yoked it's gonna fucking crush your head with its biceps.
So, yeah, we're excited today.
Yeah.
Because a while back, we looked at a little movie called The Adventures of Hercules.
Indeed.
It was insane.
Awesome.
Had Lou Ferigno as Hercules throwing bears into space and fighting Mecha Mothras and with a sword made of rainbows.
And the baby grabbing the twin snakes.
And he was
shit.
huge, and he was, at one point, he was 20 feet tall.
The baby?
Oh, Hercules.
Oh,
Adult
yeah.
Hercules.
Yeah.
And for some fucking reason, this movie has a sequel.
Well, no, it's no surprise to me that this movie had a sequel. Like,
It's called The Adventures of Hercules.
I think it has several, but
Well, I think there are just two that have Lou Ferigno.
Captive Woman has Lou Ferigno too, I think.
Is that a Hercules?
Yeah. Hercules and the Captive Woman, I think, is Lou Ferigno.
I'll check that out, because
Okay.
if we have a whole series of fucking Hercules movies with Lou Ferigno,
But
I'm
yeah.
gonna be so fucking happy.
Of course.
But yeah, it's 1985. Hercules searches for the 7 thunderbolts of Zeus, which have been stolen by renegade gods.
Why are there only 7?
So, I'm surprised why there's more than one thunderbolt of Zeus.
Why does Zeus just, like, make them individually? As opposed to just materializing them because he's the motherfucking god of thunder.
It has a 3.9 out of 10. People are fucking Philistines with no taste.
Well, we have to see the movie still, Eric. Don't fucking judge it just yet. We will see how terrible bad this is.
I wonder if it's the same Zeus who lived on the moon.
That god, he came from the moon.
Oh no.
What?
I saw a picture of Margie Newton, who plays Aphrodite.
I'm sorry, Margie Newton? Oh, Lord, no.
I think it's from some kind of cannibal movie, but still.
Porno Holocaust!
Hi, I'm the Cinema Snob,
Yeah, exactly.
and welcome back to the Legend of Hercules 2.
God bless you, Brad.
I said some stupid shit and torpedoed a whole bunch of my friendships. And I still can't find out what it was.
I'm pressing the button. I'm torpedoing this bit right now.
Anyway, let's watch fucking Hercules!
Hercules! Come on, Eric, do it with me. Come on,
No.
clap your hands. Clap your hands.
I'm not clapping my hands.
Yeah, at least go Hercules with me. Come on.
Hercules.
Okay,
Well, I got one question for you.
What?
Who put the glad in Gladiator?
Hercules.
Whose daring deeds are great theater?
Hercules.
Is he brave? Is he bold? No one braver. Is he sweet? Our favorite flavor? Hercules, my man!
From a world beyond imagination, the man with supernatural strength, Hercules, returns to save humanity from the destructive forces of evil. Sorcerers and magicians join forces in the ultimate master plan to rule the earth.
Lord of fire!
Hercules must summon untapped strength in an attempt to save mankind. Monsters of every description battle for the honor of killing Hercules. The goddess Aphrodite is captured by an evil magician in an effort to trap Hercules.
I will find you!
the heavens become a battlefield when Hercules meets his match. The incredible Lou Ferigno in the all-new Hercules 2, The Adventures of Hercules. The legend is back.
What are you doing, Daddy? Go get your sword.
And with this sword, science will triumph.
The best line of this whole film.
No, that's the thing.
Okay,
Not
no,
even.
no. There's a couple of really, really good lines, but one of the fucking best lines in this.
I wasn't expecting this movie to be as direct a sequel as it like. I just assumed like usual Italian movie sequels, just same guy, other random unconnected. There's more of the first movie in this than I was expecting.
There's two things I didn't expect in this film.
There's a lot you didn't expect in this film.
No, but two things majorly. Okay, one is they basically turned Minos into Professor Chaos.
Yes.
That is one thing. Now I can't look at Minos the same way anymore. And the second thing
Is a laser light show at the end?
is the return of the bear.
Sort of.
But in the form of the fire beast.
So we open, like, oh, back in the time before time, there's a thing, and then last time on Hercules, we get like the best of, except for the bear from the last movie.
Well, it was like time before time in the way of like, okay, yeah, goddess I is in space, creating the stars and planets, planets Joe.
But then we get the opening credits, and it's it's showing us Hercules fighting with a sword, Hercules fighting Minos,
Just clips from the last movie.
Hercules throwing logs at Mechamothra.
Hercules growing like a Pachichi.
Yes, Hercules tying a fucking chariot to a rock and then throwing the rock into space and flying it.
There was a moment during this clip show where I went, he picked up the boulder and he's gonna throw it into the ocean and block the dam or something.
Yeah, he does that.
And Eric's like, no, he threw the thing into the river, basically. He threw the boulder into the river to clean out the stables, exactly. And I'm like, okay, well, Hercules has thrown a lot of boulders.
Rode one into space.
Yeah, exactly. And it propelled the chariot.
See, the gods didn't like him, so they shot him into space. They'll send him cheesy movies.
Well, like this?
Yep,
This is
the
a
worst they
fucking
can
80s.
find.
No, this is 80s, the best of 80s cheese, bro.
They'll force him to
Fantastic.
smash them all.
He would. He'd
Hercules-
scream Minos while doing it.
Hercules will review movies with the help of his robot friends.
He would. But like
Hercules hates robots, though.
Well, no, his friends would be the lightning bear
Yes.
and the fucking the snakes that he grabs
To summon home the fire witch from the court of the to the court of the Crimson King.
the sexy girls, actually. His friends
Yeah,
would be
yes.
literally the lightning bear and the sexy girl.
So the gods are talking like, yo, Zeus is like, yo, like 4 renegade gods,
Mhm.
they like stole my 7 thunderbolts, and then they hid them, and we gotta send Hercules to get him back.
There is no one thunderbolt. There literally
7.
just the 7 thunderbolts.
That are part of his crown.
3 were given to the men. 4 were given to the dwarves. They're all monsters, apparently.
Yep. No, it's 3 lightning bolts were given to the elf king, to the tall elf kings. 7 for the dwarf lords in their halls of stone.
But there's only
9
7, though.
for mortal men doomed to die, and then 1 lightning bolt for the lightning lord in the land of Mordor where the shadows lie.
The lightning lord, though.
I don't know, lightning lord does sound like the villain of a shitty 90s cartoon.
Lightning lord sounds like a really bad hair metal band.
Or a really good hair metal band.
Or a really good hair metal band. But some of the best ones are the bad
It
ones.
sounds
Anyway.
like rat,
Yeah.
like they'd have music like rat, spelled with 2 T's, of course.
Right. So we get to the lightning bear, which is basically just getting sacrificed to lady.
The high priest of the cult of the ultimate warrior chains
There
a
you go.
lady to a fucking yoga ball and summons the lightning
Is
bear.
it a yoga ball, though?
It's a giant ball.
Yeah. It's just chained up, and it's like, oh no, God, gods, help me! Oh gosh! The lightning bear comes back for revenge and fucking destroys the girl and turns her into a crispy critter.
They're like, oh, it's a fire demon. It's like, you shouldn't have made it blue then.
Blue and lightning sparkly.
Like, if you made it lightning sparkly, but like orange, okay, fair enough. It's a fire monster, but
I guess, yeah.
it just...
Color code.
The thing is, the lightning monster from Scooby-Doo, which is orange, looks more like a fire monster than this thing.
I've seen better fire effects in all kinds of fucking movies. Like, Jesus, it's so hard to make a fucking fire effect. Then again, they did get so fucking cheap that they literally just put people in fucking face paint in the Medusa cave.
Yes, that was...
In the fucking Gorgon cave.
We'll get to that.
Good lord. Anyway.
So she, one is like, oh, they sacrificed the lady to Detrus, or whatever his name is.
I think it's Uranus. She ends up
Urana.
Yeah, Urana. I call her Uranus, whatever. She fucking talks to the fucking, the fairies of fate. And there's literally only two.
We find out.
It's supposed to be the Fates.
Because they're called... I didn't know they were supposed to be the Fates until she named them Clotho and Lachesis. I was like, are you trying to say Lachesis?
Lachesis.
Wait, this is Clotho and Lachesis. Where the fuck is Atropos? Can't just forget Atropos. She's the most important one. She's the one who cuts the thread, man.
There's not even a thread. There's just randomly in random fuck offy places, and it's the same like fucking girl just mirrored in fucking weird like fucking 80s rave vision. It's fucking.
It's more 70s. It looks like an Earth, Wind, and Fire album cover whenever they show up.
She looks like the Nirvana cover with the angel cut in half, like dissected, the vivisected angel. Like, and that's what it looks like.
That sounds like a gun in Resident Evil.
The Vivisected Angel would be a sick gun name. I'm cool. Like, I am TMing that. That is a fucking good ass gun name.
Hello.
Okay, before we have like too many good ideas and give them all away, I'm kind of mad at you actually because you gave that one away.
Fair enough. It was my idea.
Yeah, I know it's a good one though, but don't go quoting it now. Like you hold on to these sometimes, okay?
All original ideas said in a Mindbreakers. I do gotta say though, it's a disclaimer. All original cool sounding ideas come up with in a Mindbreakers episode are the property of Mindbreakers and parent company Narwhal Entertainment.
Okay, there we go. We have copywritten this episode. Copyright striking anything that happens with Vivisected Angel. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Hercules is materialized after fucking Urana like screams to the heavens, Hercules! He's like just spinning around in space with his hands on his hips, as you do in space.
And he comes down and the music like, bless my soul, Herc was on a roll.
He materializes on a horse.
Yes, and the horse
flexing
looks deeply and he's riding through the forest with his stupid looking horse.
He's riding a
and
white
then a
horse
fucking Wookiee bursts out of nowhere and attacks him.
And this is where I start the second chapter of the film, Hercules versus the Sam Squanch.
Yep, Sam Squanch. It looks like a cheap version of Fluffy from Creepshow.
It looks like the Headless in Ultima.
It also does. From the Spoonie reviews.
Yeah.
So he faces Hercules.
The horse, and he just like punches it in the back like Bruce Lee, like just back fists it.
Hercules grabs a stick and beans it over the head for an hour.
No, not really. He's like actually like throwing boat lows, like I'm whipping his bitch ass.
Dude, every time he punches it, it fucking air juggles the thing.
He fucking gives it a fucking like Hidoken at some point.
Gives it a Shishi Renden.
Shinshiryu fuck.
Shoryuken.
He gives it a fucking Shinshiryu, a fucking Hidoken, and a Shin Taihoken.
And then a Psycho Crusher. Hercules can do a Psycho Crusher.
And a Hoto no Shinken.
Of course.
So, he fucking kills the thing after he stabs it with a stick.
And it turns into a lightning bolt, and we were like, what?
Yeah, we're like, the fuck? And it's like, yeah, all of the lightning bolts are monsters.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's like, whatever, okay, that's one. Then we flash to some fucking bitch of darkness, and a general of some kind. materializing in like fucking Minos' temple.
Mm.
And then the general gets killed, and fucking
Gorus.
magically, Gorus or whatever,
Then they give his blood. They
roped
like,
up by his leg.
These are the ashes of Minos. Here, take this stupid-looking hatchet and chop the chains.
Yeah, the fucking.
And they're like, "This is his ashes." They show it. It's like, that's not ashes. That's a fucking skeleton.
Yeah, he is a skeleton.
All right, we're gonna kill you and dangle you upside down over it so your blood can resurrect Minos because apparently he's fucking Count Dracula.
It's Dio Brando.
Dio Brando has nothing on King Minos.
Well, because King Minos is fucking Professor Chaos.
Yes. And Dio Brando has nothing on Professor Chaos either.
They're both kind of really big memes, though. So, yeah, he ends up, like, coming back to life. They also magically make the fucking General Gorus's fucking, like, everything bleed.
Yes.
Because it'd be too hard to just grab a knife and cut his throat or something.
Also, the good gods are Zeus and Athena. Athena, by the way, still does not have a fucking helmet, so unless you wait for them to say the word Athena, you will not know who the fuck she's supposed to be.
It honestly doesn't really matter.
The evil gods are Hera, Aphrodite, because love is evil, apparently. Poseidon, who at least does have
political commentary. Good job, film.
Poseidon, who at least does have his trident, though it does look stupid. That's more you can say for Namor and Wakanda Forever.
Mm-hmm. It's a hot take from the movie.
And Flora. I'm assuming Flora is supposed to be Demeter.
It doesn't matter. No, like, I literally, I can't get my mind off the fact that they don't matter. They're so inconsequential to the grand scheme.
The point is Minos is back, and he immediately is like, thank you for bringing me back. Hey, we want you to kill Hercules. We want you to work for us. Like, I betray you now. And he goes to
science!
And he basically...
Evil science, fuckers!
He yells science and goes into space.
Yeah.
To meet with Daedalus, who's back.
Uh-huh.
The next stop on the adventure is Hercules is riding along.
And you see big dead snake. And then he attacked by Goomen.
And then Urana's like, the slime men attacked. And it's like, alright. And
so she comes out of nowhere when he sees the dead snake. He's just kind of like walking around the spears. She's like, oh, quick, you must help me. It's like, the slime men. It's like, the fucking what?
By slime men, they obviously mean the creature from the Black Lagoon, by the way.
It's a bunch of like fucking gobbledygooks, like kind of just hobbling
around. It's the fart zombies from Spookies.
Pretty much. Like they're just hobbles around.
They go into a giant
and they grab the pretty girl because they have to.
They rescue her go into a giant stone head, and then its eyes flash and the creature's like, oh no, and they run away.
Yeah, because the fucking head from Zardoz like drove them away, and they're like, oh no, we're not supposed to go in there. That's set for Zardoz. So
then Medusa.
Then the Gorgon shows up.
They give her another name, but it's Medusa.
Do they actually call her Medusa?
No, but she's I think they call her I'm assuming they call her Eurale.
I don't know. I didn't fucking hear them call her any kind
I didn't
of
hear her name,
name,
but it's revealed she's a Gorgon.
Yeah.
Her cave is full of statues, but instead of
people with the gray face painted standing in place, but doing a really bad job of it.
That's the thing. Instead of just like getting some plaster casts and painting, or like spraying some mannequins, whatever.
Yeah, just get mannequins.
They're dudes in face paint. I was like, oh, clearly they're gonna like come to life and we're gonna fight. No, they're just okay.
I was like, come on, Mary, give this movie a little bit more credit. They could still come to life, and that might be the reason that they're actually just actors in paint. They never come back. They never move more than they should.
So Hercules takes the mirror shield and a sword, which is there, and he goes to fight the Gorgon, and then she turns into her true form, which is a scorpion monster?
Yeah, it's a weird Gorgon scorpion. It's a really fucking
like she turns into the form. I'm like, and I see the scorpion. It's like, oh, she's like the snake thing from the kind of Yuan-Ti thing from Clash of the Titans, but with the scorpion tail. That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a full-on scorpion woman. All right.
The effect for her was kind of bad, but I mean, not worse than some others that I've seen.
It was cheesy, but it's this movie. Like, what do you want, right?
Yeah, exactly. Hercules basically like sets up a shield as like a reflector. Pretty much.
She doesn't
hides
turn
around the
herself to
corner.
stone. She just stares at herself, and then he kills her.
Well, like she's kind of like looking around for him, whatever. She like looks at the shield, and then like Hercules spins around the pillar and cuts her head off.
And then she turns into a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
And then they fuck around a bit. They talk
around a lot, bro. They walk outside and they literally say one line like randomly, which is, "I must find a way to overcome the fire monster's radiant heat." I say this. I'm always saying this, guys.
Yep. Overcome the fire. So they hit on the idea. So they talk to the weird cherub things again, the fates.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you gotta find this. Like, there's this bomb, BALM, not an explosive device, made by the waters of the river Styx. Like, oh, so you're stealing Achilles' shit. Okay.
Here's some cherry bomb chapstick.
Cherry bomb.
Have you ever had the cherry bomb chapsticks though? Like, you remember this from like high school?
Well, no, not from high school. I remember them from elementary.
I remember like all kinds of chicks had this cherry bomb chapstick.
Yeah,
It was,
that.
fucking
I also
all
remember
kinds of
that perfume, that heinous fucking teenage girl perfume that just smelled like sickeningly sweet synthetic vanilla.
There were some bad ones.
There were some
but
awful
I'm not
fucking
sure I remember
perfumes.
the exact one you're talking about. Because you went to high school, like here downtown.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like you were in Montreal, I was in Laval. So
Like some heinous, like teenager perfume. It always smells bad.
heinous anus. Dog.
Heinous.
Heinous anus. So
It was also I went to high school when Axe was just starting out.
Oh, that's a good time.
So there was that shit everywhere. Fuck showering. I'm just gonna spray Axe all over myself.
We kind of both were.
Yeah. Oh yeah, went to high school around the same time.
Yeah. So they go into a forest.
Yep.
We digress a bit. Go into a forest full of mannequins on strings.
Yes.
I'm
Little
like, is there a motherfucking Tucci Gumo in this forest?
Because that would be awesome.
It would.
And
it wouldn't make any sense. Actually, it would make more sense than you might think.
Well, because what
But
it is,
it's like, what the fuck?
because what it actually is the
It'd be
fucking
cool, though.
chosen undead from the cover of Dark Souls
No,
with
no.
a fucking partisan
No,
made of energy.
it's the Dragon Rider.
Yeah.
It is the motherfucking first boss of Dark Souls. Okay, in the fucking, like, with the fucking halberd and the helmet and everything.
Well, it's more a partisan he has, but yeah.
But it shoots blasts.
Because it's made of blasts.
It is made of blasts, you're right.
But Hercules I was expecting a fight. Hercules just picks him up and impales him on a tree, and he dies.
It was pretty good.
Then all the puppets disappear, and it's
And
another
they go
lightning
with
bolt.
him!
Yeah.
It's like, why?
I don't know, it's another lightning bolt.
It's too much, man.
It's not enough.
You're kind of right. Also, we get the line at this point with this sword, Science shall triumph.
Yes, because Daedalus is back with her stupid hat, and she makes him a sword out of ice which shoots lightning.
But I feel like it's also the sword that killed Minos in the first place.
No, that was the sword they gave back to Hercules.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Because like it kind of looks the same.
It kind of looks like it, but also all the swords Hercules gets in this movie look like that.
Yeah, but like it definitely looks like the sword that he gets just covered in ice.
True.
Like the sword he used to kill Minos just covered in ice. And honestly, that would kind of make sense. But
So
whatever.
they have 3 of the doodads now.
They got 3 of the lightning bolts.
So next
Because home dude fucking Dragon Rider was a lightning bolt also.
So
conveniently.
Yeah.
What a convenient twist.
So they go under the sea to get the bomb from a mermaid.
No. They get the weed from the Fates, the golden leaf.
They get the golden leaf from the Fates to go on.
And then Hercules goes down to the beach with Urena, and they smoke the weeds. They light that shit. They roll that shit, light that shit, smoke it. They go into the bottom of the fucking ocean, and they meet the fucking mermaid people. And then the mermaid people are like, yo, you guys look fucking sick. Yo, here's a bong. And then they get shot right back up.
I can talk to you telepathically, which is really convenient, so we don't have to try too hard dubbing this bit.
Tim Timmy!
Tim Timony, Tim Timony, Tim Tim Timmy.
Well, it's Tim doing the Professor Timmy bit.
Timmy is happy as happy can be.
Just stares at you intently and then does the weird dorky.
So they get the bomb, and
Yeah.
so he paints himself with it and goes to fight the lightning beast.
Mhm.
He kills it.
Oh yeah, the lightning beast is slain.
He kills it. He's like, "Ugh," and then it becomes a lightning bolt, and then they get captured.
Shinryu's.
And then Urana goes.
No, Shinken.
She can't talk to the Fates. She goes to talk to the Oracle of Death.
Tatsumaki Senpuryaku.
She drinks a potion and goes in a cosmic land.
Oh yeah, she go into Space World.
And we see like a close up of Alice Cooper with
because she's like, "Yo, God of Death, love apples, dog."
And we see a close up of Alice Cooper with a mustache in a circle as like, because the world is round, it turns me on.
The guy actually does sound like that.
If this movie had gotten Alice Cooper.
Open the Legion of Spiders.
Open the Legion of Spiders. There's no. Well, actually, and that's the next scene because as she's there,
oh yeah,
they get attacked by like women with black masks.
Yes.
And then Hercules gets a net thrown on him and gets dragged to a giant
He's
stone.
defeated and captured by the tiny net.
He gets dragged to a massive ass statue of a spider, and they summon the Spider Queen, Lolth.
It's not actually Lolth, but they call her the Spider Queen.
And so she's going to kill Hercules, but then Hercules kills her instead.
Chokes her the fuck out.
Because he's Hercules.
And then he does like a little like fist pump. He's like, yeah, I choked her real good.
And she turns into a snake lady for some reason. And then into a lightning bolt.
Yeah, like, I was like, what?
I love how 3 of the 5 lightning bolts they have so far, they found by accident.
Kind of. You know, these things are gonna find you, man. These monsters in Greek mythology, you rarely ever find them. They find you.
True. So they have the lightning bolts, and then Minos turns on the gods.
Mm-hmm.
He kills Flora.
He goes, "Yo, laser eyes, the science though," and she's like,
he uses the science sword to shoot lightning at Flora that freezes her to death.
Yeah, no, it's like. Well, he goes like, here's the fucking sword of science. Now get like fucking slap chop till you freeze. He just like goes like, now you go fucking free. Bam!
And so he summons everyone to like a floating checkerboard in space, which is the Echo Land.
He's also doing the Professor Chaos thing a lot now.
And it's like, haha, I have beaten the gods, and you have a person with you who's not actually that person. They're a clone I made of them after Poseidon had the water kill the original.
Oh, no. Better than having the water kill her, it's like, no. It's literally like, oh, you think, yeah, she might have like drowned or something. No. He had Poseidon drain the life out of her because she just so happened to be in water. And somehow the life draining out of her doesn't get rid of her body. No, like
blood. There's a lot of blood.
And blood, yes. But I mean, somehow it actually does like dissolve her body somehow and turn it into like just fucking raw energy. Which I'm assuming, because it's the only thing I could possibly think of to make sense of this, turns the raw energy into a clone of her.
Oh, by the way, Hercules does kill some green energy men.
Yeah, he fights the green energy man. When does he fight the green energy man?
At some point, I can't remember. I know he does it.
When did he fight the green energy man? Was it? Oh, it was in the Gorgon cave, actually.
Yes,
he sends the green energy man,
and he beats them up.
Yeah, the Gorgon cave.
So Minos gives this whole speech. Is like, I use science to alter her destiny.
That's why I know she's here. And also, yeah, that statement is fucking completely like an oxymoron, and I love it.
And then
I will use science to alter history.
So Hercules, join me.
Alter fate.
Join me, and together we can end this destructive conflict and rule the galaxy with the power of science. Oh, but while this is happening, Zeus shows up to Daedalus, and Daedalus is like, "You are light, but I am darkness, for I practice science to fill the world with chaos."
Zeus goes, "Yo, Kronos, Father Time, come out here!" It's just a giant
skull
skull
shoots lightning.
shoots lightning lasers out of its fucking eyes. She just goes
and dies.
Screams.
This movie's insane.
It's
So-
fucking great.
So Hercules and Minos are fighting.
I love how. Okay, hang on one second. I love how Zeus never directly impacts Hercules' story.
Except killing Minos.
Yeah, well, just unintentionally though, he'll do crazy shit I'm just gonna fucking straight up kill this bitch.
Why? It's funny.
I'm gonna call my dad and go and get this bitch dead.
Hassan Chop.
Yeah.
And then Minos is like, haha, come and...
Now kill yourself, Glacia.
It's like, okay, Glossette, and she kills herself.
Yeah, Glacia. There we go.
And then he's like, ha ha ha, I am a super genius. Science, of course. And then Athena gives Hercules a magic shield, so he goes to fight Minos. And Minos just keeps whipping energy blasts at him. He just keeps blocking them with the shield.
FYI, guys, Glacia is the most useless character in this whole film.
The only benefit she has is being hotter than Eurasia.
Debatably.
I will always
But-
find the blonde less attractive than the one who is not blonde.
I am more into brunettes, honestly.
Personally, my favorite, redhead.
Well, yeah, most guys will go for a redhead any day because they're everybody's oh, redheads, but still, Urena is pretty good looking.
Yeah.
So, we get the fucking evil magic shield. It's
Yep.
literally Hercules, come into space. It's okay. Oh yeah, it's true. Urena ends up getting killed, quote unquote. And then they're here, have evil magic shield, because you have to fucking fight.
Minos.
Yeah, you have to fight Minos, and also they went into the echo chamber.
Ah, yes.
So basically, Tumblr.
Yeah.
They go in, and
This whole scene we discussed happens. But the echo's only in one line.
Yeah, they do the echo thing the one time. I just wanted to point that part out, the whole thing of the death from the water thing with Glacia. It all happens in this echo chamber, but they only do the echo chamber for the 1 second.
So after he gets bored of shooting
evil magic shield,
after he gets bored of shooting energy blasts at Hercules and him just blocking him,
with the evil magic shield.
the
The evil science shield. Sorry,
Yes.
the evil science shield.
he makes a pair of gladiators made out of lasers.
Mm-hmm.
And so Athena gives Hercules a sword made of lasers and then turns him into a laser so he can fight them in a laser light show that's just like the Take On Me video.
Yeah, it literally just becomes Take On Me as
He's
soon as she's like, oh, this sword is pure energy, just like the pure energy that's coming at you. It's fucking gladiators.
And so it's the rotoscope, and then we have the rotoscope thing.
Yeah.
And it's just you hear da 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 da.
Pretty much while Minos and Hercules are sword
Well,
fighting.
they're sword fighting, and then Minos turns into a T-Rex.
It's great.
And then Hercules turns into a gorilla. And then Minos turns into a snake because, yeah.
For some fucking reason.
I think that's the dumbest thing to turn into to fight Hercules because that's the first thing he ever killed as
Not
a
only-
fucking baby.
Not only
He killed
that,
a snake.
Yeah, not only is it stupid to
Snake.
turn into Snake versus Hercules, it is even stupider to turn into Snake versus Gorilla.
Because the gorilla throws the snake into space
Yes.
and then kills Minos. And
No, not into space because they're already in
Right.
space. He throws the snake into deeper space.
And then Minos screams. I was hoping him to stop being the gorilla and become, like, he threw the bear into space. Now he become bear.
That would be pretty funny, actually. Or while he's fighting Snake as gorilla, just transforms into bear and bites Snake. That would be pretty good.
Or the bear, he's fighting the T-Rex, he's not doing so well. Then the bear grabs the T-Rex and gives Herc the thumbs up.
Of course. And then God, I think it was Athena, is like, hey, Urena, guess what? You're also a fucking thunderbolt. Sorry you have to die.
Well, that was
I'm gonna
Hera,
give you-"
because Hera's like, you're my kid.
Hera, there we go.
You're
yeah.
my kid, so
Yeah.
you're a thunderbolt.
Also, yeah, you are a thunderbolt. You are my child. Also, I kind of have to kill you. I'm gonna kill you with a kiss on your head. Mwah, come here. And it just fucking dies, turns into Thunderbolt.
And so apparently all this time, by the way, the moon is crashing into the Earth because of
yeah, fucking Majora's Mask shit happens. At some fucking point, Minos is like, I started fucking Majora's Mask. The time limit is like happening. So Hercules is like directed by Zeus, like, yo, my son, you're in space now. Come on,
But in
go and fucking
in Majora's Mask
stop
though,
the moon.
in Majora's Mask though, they needed 4 fucking giants to stop the moon from hitting Earth. Here, you just need 1 fucking Hercules.
So yeah, Hercules.
But on
is
Earth, like
it's-
shit's exploding and sinking, but Hercules is like,
Cause he literally,
"Ah!"
like grabs the fucking planet and stops it on its axis. Because fuck the planet till it spins on a broken axis.
My
I'm
head
so
canon-
bananas. I'm showing up to your open casket to
force-
fill it full of explosive gases and close it back with a lit match. And
He-
while I sit
he
back,
forces
and smoke
them
matches.
into proper orbits.
Roll you
I'm
in fragments,
assuming
laugh, roll you in smoke.
he pushes them back into their proper orbits. I'm assuming with Earth, he like spins it the other way a few times to set time back.
Well,
Like
he does
Superman.
he does perfect parry the moon.
Yes.
So
Block,
there
block,
is
block,
that.
block. He fucking God hands the moon.
I wanted, like, the second I saw this, I'm just like, I want to play fucking Azura's Wrath so bad.
And so he wins. Urena becomes a muse, and Hercules is like, I'm big, and then the movie's over.
Also, Hercules can feel the cosmos, and he zaps it to the extreme.
I will, father. I love that last time Hercules became giant size. This time Hercules became cosmic. We
Yeah.
saw like Pym Particle Hercules. This is the Hulk. No, this is the it is
He
is the Hulk.
Apache Chief's in the first one.
In this
But
one,
in this one, he's literally able to go, like, full-on cosmic being
Like,
mode, like
I'm
fucking Galactus.
no, this is what he do to fight Galactus.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Zeus would be like, yes, you will fight Galactus now. Here you go, he's going to eat the Earth. And, like, Galactus would be, like, fucking cartoonishly trying to, like, nom. And then fucking Hercules would just, like, uppercut him, like, fucking, boom.
And the helmet would split in 2.
Also, guys, I have to fucking tell you guys something, full disclosure. When Hercules fucking uppercutted the fucking snake as a gorilla, Snake Minos, I fucking uppercutted my pen so hard the fucking, the little, cover for it
Yeah,
came
the pen
off.
cap is gone.
Yeah, the cap came off.
It's gone.
And I just have no fucking
We looked
idea
under
where
the
it
couch.
is. Yeah.
It's not there.
It was fucking awesome.
This movie was awesome.
Yeah.
Was it good? Fuck no. Was it awesome? Fuck yes.
This whole movie, though, kind of just, boiled down to, go, my son Hercules, go and zap to the extreme. I will, father. It kind of boiled down to that,
Spoonie
as
said
weird
it-
as it is to say.
Spoonie did say it best. A movie doesn't have to be good for it to be awesome.
Yeah, that's true. This was good, though. I liked it.
But
It had some fantastic things about it.
we do have something even better next week.
Mm-hmm.
Next week we have a little movie with an actor we've seen before, about a character we've talked about before.
And we've seen this character's movies before.
Yep.
And he is supposed to be dead.
And we have played his video game before.
Yeah, and you know what? It's gonna be an exercise in Batsus.
It's dark in here.
There will be great Batsus coming next time.
See you then, guys.
Bye bye.